Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Sandhu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Vasyantu Ma Kaschit Dukhabhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Today I have come with an interesting, serious, special subject of occult science, a bit of it. Not the occult science itself, but it is something about the science of turning the wheel of time backward and forward. I happen to know the experiences of some one or two people very close to me, their interaction with this occult science, turning of the wheel of time. One was my mother. That's the beauty of it. In her ancestral home, when she was a small child, 5 or 6 years old, some theft, something, a cauldron, a big vessel made of brass or bronze, was stolen. A person who is an expert in this business of finding the thief was brought in, and he did his preliminaries, lighting the lamp and his mantras and all. And then he needed a child below 7 years of age. And my mother was the only one available in this age group, and she was asked to sit and watch the lamp. The magician or the expert did all his job, and my mother was asked to watch the lamp in front of her and report what she sees. After some time, she was watching. Then she saw the room in this lamp flame. She saw the room, the place where this vessel, cauldron, was kept earlier. And at present, when she looks up at it, the vessel is not seen. And then the magician turned, did something, and the vessel, he came to a time point where the vessel was there. And then slowly he turned the time, and the little girl, that is my mother, saw that their own servant, and he was entering the room, he picked up the big thing and carried it home, and the player she reported that this guy is coming, he is taking it and carrying, and he enters his house, and the attachment to his house where it is kept, that much she could see, and she reported, and the people went to his house and found the stuff, the vessel. That is her story. Another story is told by the British author Somerset Maugham in one of his books. He has written he spent 15 or 14 years in the jungle of Kerala, Travancore, when he was young, with the Vaidyas and magicians and people like that. He was interested in these things. And one day he had some omen or feeling, something like that, and he expressed his feelings to his guru in the jungle. And the guru did some such trick. The betel leaf was taken and some ink was made of it, not the usual ink that we now use nowadays. It is a sort of horrible thing prepared from some horrible things, it seems. Abominable things. And he saw that Somerset Maugham's mother was dead and her funeral was going on. He told mom about this, and after 3 days of this incident, he received a telegram in the forest abode that his mother died that same old day when the other person saw it. So experience of looking at the flame or the betel leaf and ink, these two are something close. These two practices, just different practice, that's all. One is looking at the flame, other is looking at the ink. And while I was working in ISRO, I had a roommate, a co-worker, an engineer, who worked for some time in Singapore, and then he chucked that job and came back to India. Though he is a Christian, he got interested in this occult science and Himalayas and all. Before joining ISRO, some years he spent in the Himalayas. And he said, it is the business of turning the wheel of time. He says, the time, if a theft occurred, say, suppose on the table in front of you, you have something, you have kept something very valuable, and at some point of time it was found missing. Then these guys, what they do is they come, they first, some point of time they pick up, and at that time the precious thing was gone, and then they take the time back to a reasonable extent and arrive at a time when the thing was there, the past. Then slowly they move the time forward, and then someone comes, picks up the thing and goes. That way, it is found out who the thief is. Turning the wheel of time forwards and backwards. That is this occult science. I know only this much about this science, and I wanted to tell you about this mechanism, that there is such a mechanism for such people, practitioners of occult sciences, to turn the wheel of time